How's it going, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today we are taking a look at the Babric BIFF II. It is a foldable 1080p Wi-Fi FPV GPS RC quadcopter ready to fly. Now, we've seen this type of design quadcopters before. Most of them were Wi-Fi, but this one is also sporting a GPS module. So it is a GPS quadcopter ready to fly. So we got a couple of LED lights in the front, and we got the manual tilt adjustable camera all the way up horizon and down to about 45-degree angle. So let's go ahead and fold out the arms, and the arms do lock in place, but they do fold back. If you crash the quadcopter, it will bend back, absorbing the impact of the crash. So that is a good thing. And there's a power on and off push button switch on the top. So I have the battery already inserted because of the power on and off push button switch. So just slide it out and pull the battery out. And the battery is a 7.4 volt 1200 milliamp size battery, good for about 12 minutes of flight time. And they do provide you with an extra battery so you can do consecutive flying. Just rest the motors in between the consecutive flights. So the camera is manually tilt adjustable, and we got a couple of antennas, and there is a little hole right here where the quality control sticker is applied on, but we do not have an optical flow sensor. And this is a GPS quadcopter, so we have GPS position hold. And in the rear of the camera module, we do have a built-in DVR, so we are going to be able to record photos and videos directly into the micro SD card, as well as the Wi-Fi phone app. And the Wi-Fi phone app is called the LWFPV, free downloadable app in the App Store, so go ahead and check it out. Now, we got LED lights on each of the motor pods as well, and a little rubber footing so you can stick that landing. Kind of similar design to the Tianqiu visual drone, the arms. And it does come in this nice zippered carrying case, so check it out. Nowadays, a lot of quadcopters are coming in with these nice carrying case. So really nice. Fold it up, put it in there, everything fits in there. So in the case, we get a bag of goodies. We got extra set of props and a screwdriver. And there's the extra battery there. And here's a charge cable for the battery. This one charges up the battery, which is 7.4 volt charger. And they provide you with another charge cable. This one is a 3.7 volt charger. So this one, you charge up the remote control. The remote control has a micro USB port to charge up the battery. The internal battery, I do believe it was a 350 milliamp size battery. I'm not sure how long the runtime is. Now, the antennas do fold out, but these are just for looks. So how to turn on the remote control, I've seen one of these remote controls before, a couple of these remote controls before. So you fold out this arm and it powers on the transmitter, which is so cool. So we got a couple of buttons on the top. This one is the speed changing button. I do believe it has 2 speeds. And this one here is the compass calibration button. And this one here is the waypoints. And this button over here is the point of interest. We got the GPS on and off switch. We got the camera button. Short press it to take a photo, long press it to take a video, and we have a headless mode button and the return to home button. So you want to put your phone right here, and this fold out arm is also a phone holder. So place your phone right here and it will fit my iPhone 6 Plus with a Mophie case as well. So nice phone holder. So both sticks at the bottom and in will calibrate the gyros, and both sticks at the bottom and out will arm and disarm the motors of the quadcopter. All right, so that's a look at the remote control, and we do get some documentation. We got the instruction manual, very nice instruction manual, tells you everything you need to know in Chinese as well as English here. So we got one more, an addendum to the instruction manual, and this one has the QR code to download for the Wi-Fi phone app, and this one is just a pamphlet and it tells you all about the Wi-Fi phone app. All right, so let's go for a little demo flight with the GPS quadcopter, the Babric BIFF II. All right, guys, so let's get started with the demo flight of the Babric BIFF II. We have the battery already inserted, so let's go ahead and power it up. All right, sings out of tune, and we got blue LEDs in the front, red LEDs in the rear blinking away. So place it on the table and power up the transmitter. Okay, up and down on the throttle completes the binding process. Solid blue lights in the front and the red lights in the rear are blinking away. So let's go ahead and calibrate the compass. Okay, the red LED in the rear have just turned off completely. The blue is still on. So let's rotate it horizontally 360 degrees a few times and sings out of tune. And now the red LED in the rear has turned on solid and the blue LED has completely turned off. So nose up and rotate it again. And there we go, another tune. We got solid blue LED in the front and red LED is blinking away. So if it is solid, that means it already acquired all of the necessary GPS, but it is blinking, so it is still acquiring the necessary GPS. There we go, song out of tune, and now the light in the rear is solid also. That means we have acquired all of the necessary GPS. So right now, if I arm the motors, it will arm, and if it did not acquire all of the necessary GPS and the rear red lights are flashing, you are not able to arm the motors until you do. All right, unless you turn the GPS off. All right, so let's go ahead and calibrate the gyros next. Both sticks to the bottom and in, calibrates the gyros, flashing lights, and sings out a tune. That means you are completed. So we are completed with all of the calibration. So let's go ahead and turn on the Wi-Fi phone app, and I'm going to be using my iPad. So go into your settings and connect with the Wi-Fi network, and I'm already connected here. And here's the phone app. It's called the LWFPV. Let's go ahead and hit start, and we are in. All right, we got Wi-Fi FPV here, and looks like nice wide angle lens. The quality looks pretty good, very nice. Let me go ahead and hit screen record here. 3, 2, 1, and the screen is recording. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can take photos and videos with the hard remote only. So video button or the photo button, just short press it. I think we took a photo. Yeah, I heard a little shutter noise coming out from the phone app. Long press it and we are taking a video. All right, so photos and videos can be had using the hard remote, and let's see if it works with the Wi-Fi phone app. Yeah, I heard a little shutter noise, so let's go ahead and make our rounds. There we go. There we go. And no solar eclipse on the sun. Nice wide angle lens. There we go. And landing pad and the table, and one more towards the front. All right, let me go ahead and hit that video icon now, and we are taking a video as well. So let's go ahead and leave the iPad on the table, and we'll come back to that in a little bit. Taking a video. So let's go ahead and check out the core functions of the Babric BIFF II. So both sticks at the bottom and out will arm the motors, and it does not have a 1 key to take off, so manually taking off. And check it out, GPS position hold. Nice. And there's a small little breeze too, so it is kind of fighting the breeze by itself. Let me lower it down. There we go. Let's get it angry. Gotcha. Okay, let go, and look at that. GPS position hold works really nicely, and the LED lights are very visible even during the day. The LEDs on the motor pods, I can see them, as well as the LED looking like eyes. I can see them too from far away. And I see a blue light blinking on the DVR, so we are recording a video. So far, very nice behavior. There's no latency, no delay, no interference. So that's a good thing here. Oh yeah, very nice. Letting go of the sticks and comes to a hover. Let's see. Speed number 2. That was speed number 1. Now we are in speed number 2, and check it out. Yeah, this thing is not bad. Oh yeah. Pretty decent quad. Digs in on the turn. Oh, this is not bad, guys. Very nice. Okay, we just got 2 speeds. Speed number 1 and speed number 2. Very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring it in. We don't have a 1 key to land, so I'm just going to go ahead and manually land it on the landing pad, establishing a new home point for our GPS features. So let's go ahead and test out the return to home. So arming the motors and pushing it out. There's a little breeze blowing this way, and look at that. Comes to a hover and is holding position. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit the return to home, and it rises up in altitude. Yep, nice. And the remote control is sending out a couple of beeps, and it turns around. Well, it kind of fluctuated in altitude there for a little bit, and it has made its way back to the home point, and it turns around again, and there you go. It is starting to descend. Nice. Let's see how close it gets. It's descending very nicely, nice and smooth. It comes to a hover, a momentary hover, and a little hop and a skip, and it turns the motors off. So about 3 or 4 quadcopter distances away, which is pretty good still. And the remote is still beeping, so you're going to have to hit that return to home button to exit the return to home. Nice. Right, so let's go ahead and arm it again. Go up in altitude and check out the fail-safe return to home. So there you go. Comes to a hover. And to simulate that, I'm going to turn the remote control completely off. There you go. Let's see what it does. Oh yeah, right away it rises up in altitude again. Same behavior, turn around. Yep, turning around. Kind of fluctuated in altitude there again. So it's heading its way back. And does it turn around again? Yep, turns around again, and it's going to start descending. Let's see if I can retake control of it. Turn on the transmitter, up and down on the throttle, and return to home, or fail-safe return to home, has ceased, and I have regained control of the quadcopter. Alright. Nice behavior. And very smooth. Also. Okay, so let's check out the headless mode. Push it forward. Put it in a spin. Yep, headless mode works awesome. Okay. Doesn't matter which way the quadcopter is facing. There you go, headless mode. Not bad. Let's get out of the headless mode. Okay, so I want to test out this circle me function, or the point of interest. So what you need to do is place the quadcopter right on top of a point of interest and hit the button. and it goes away from you to a designated distance and turns around and hovers until you give it the left or the right direction. And look at that, it is hovering around the point of interest in a circular fashion. I'm going to push it away from me to increase the radius, and there you go. And I'm going to lower it down to decrease altitude while you're doing the point of interest. So you can push it away continuously and it'll keep going away from the point of interest, which is pretty cool. And you can pull it towards you and it will get closer to the point of interest. Pulling it, and look at that, very nice. And to get out, hit the point of interest again and you are out of the point of interest. Very nice. Just with the hard remote you can have this feature to work without a cellular connection with the map. So very nice. All right, so talking about map, let's go and check out the Wi-Fi FPV functionality. And there we go. All right, so far it's looking pretty nice. A little stuttering there. Okay, there I am, coming towards me, and I got all of the prop reflection off of the sun, and there we go, coming towards me. Took a little while for it to start coming towards me for some reason there. Okay, pretty good controls. Okay, circling around me, and there you go. Wow, we're pretty high up too. Let me bring it down a little bit. Okay, that looks like a good altitude there. So coming towards me. Yeah, keeping myself in the screen, which is not bad. Okay, going away from me for a little bit, and then let me go ahead and turn around and come towards me. Oh yeah, this thing works really nice. You can do some FPV with this thing. So let's check out the distance here. Let's push it out, heading towards the 100-meter bush or the 150-meter bush. And there it is in the middle of the screen there, right there. I got a little freeze frame. I'm continuing to push it and I see it continuing to go, but the video is going in and out. There's a 200-meter bush. I'm continuing to push it and it is continuing to go away from me. I can see the quadcopter getting smaller and smaller, and I'm getting pretty close to the power lines over there, it looks like. So this thing's got really good distance. I let go of the sticks and looks like it's coming to a hover. Yep, very good distance. Let me go ahead and hit the return to home. Wait a minute. Looks like it is already initiating the return to home. And check it out on the Wi-Fi app. The battery level indicator is in red. So it is starting to come home by itself, and this is the low voltage return to home. Nice. Okay, supposed to have 2 phases of low voltage, and this should be the first phase in which it returns home, and it does turn around above the takeoff spot, the home point, but it does not descend. So we are in the first phase of low voltage, and I'm descending it manually by decreasing the throttle. So it does not land. It will still give you time to fly around, but we have a 20-meter geofencing. So there you go. I just hit the geofence and it will not go beyond the 20 meters geofencing. We turn around, go the opposite direction, and look at that. I am unable to push it further away from me. So we got 20 meter geofencing, but you can hit that GPS button and continue to fly away beyond the geofencing, which is a pretty good feature. Now, some of the other GPS quadcopters do not have that feature where you can cancel out the GPS completely. So this quadcopter does that. It cancels out the GPS features completely. So we don't have any of the GPS features, like if I let go of the sticks, it will still hover, but it will travel with the wind. So it won't have that GPS position hold or any of the return to home features, but you are able to still fly around. So there's a second phase of low voltage return to home, and that's the critical phase when the battery level gets down to a minimum, and it will just land itself regardless of whether the GPS is turned on or regardless of whether the GPS turned off. So right now we have the GPS turned off, so I'm still able to fly around and still finish off my video recording or just enjoy flying the quadcopter. So pretty nice quadcopter, guys. Very nice feature. And the lights are flashing away, but I am still able to fly. And on the phone app, it is showing me only 12%, 11% now. So once the battery level gets to the critical percentile, then it will just land itself, which is awesome. Amazing and awesome. I was going to say amazing, but awesome came out first. Oh yeah, very smooth and gentle flyer in speed number 1. Very nice to take photos and videos in the air. And oh, check it out. Is it slowly coming down? Yes, looks like it's slowly coming down. So I'm gonna maneuver it. I missed the landing pad. Nope, I got into the landing pad. So there you go, guys. The second phase of low voltage return to home, where it just lands itself. There you go, guys. The flight test and review of the Babric BIFF II. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.